Torrential rains, roaring landslides, and crumbling concrete walls. In July 2025, China faces an unprecedented crisis as historic floods ravage dozens of provinces from Sichuan to Guizhou, Shanxi to Yunnan. But nature is not the sole culprit. Buildings once hailed as symbols of China's rapid development now collapse like soggy tofu, leaving millions homeless and exposed. Beneath the rubble lies a painful truth. Secrets buried by a political system, rampant corruption, and governmental indifference. This is not just a story of extreme weather, but a portrait of a China teetering on the edge of a multifaceted crisis, economic, social, and political. Let's uncover the truth revealed by nature's fury. Sichuan Fubao. Ancient town submerged. In Fubao ancient town, Lushou City. Sichuan Province, July 9, 2025 became a nightmarish memory. Overnight, a once-in-a-century flood engulfed the historic town. Cobblestone streets and wooden houses with curved tiled roofs, once the pride of Sichuan's tourism, now lie submerged in murky waters. Videos from residents showed debris, furniture, and household items floating chaotically. The water level at Fubao Bridge No. 2 reached 243.2 meters, exceeding the safety threshold by 3.7 meters, with no signs of receding. A local blogger posted on social media, "Our Fubao is now like the Yellow River. Half." The bridge was swept away, homes flooded up to their roofs. There are rumors of children being carried off by the flood, but the authorities remain silent. Cries for help echo from rooftops, where residents climbed to escape the raging waters. Save us. Our homes. Our possessions. Everything is gone. One resident screamed in desperation. Yet what pained the people most was the absence of rescue efforts. The government didn't show up, didn't check on us, didn't help. We're helping each other. But human strength has its limits, a resident shared. Tofu buildings, a curse of corruption and negligence. If floods were nature's blow, collapsing buildings were a testament to human failure. The term tofu buildings, coined after the 2008 Sichuan earthquake, resurfaced in the 2025 flood season. In Jinhua, Zhejiang Province, a 12-story apartment building split in half after 5 days of relentless rain. In the dead of night, half the structure crumbled into rubble. Miraculously, no lives were lost, but hundreds of families were left homeless. In Hunan, the roof of an 8-year-old primary school collapsed during a storm, sparking parental outrage. Leaking ceilings, rusted railings, and they still called this school safe. In Sichuan, residential complexes reported walls sweating as moisture seeped from substandard concrete. 2 apartment blocks were declared uninhabitable after balconies sagged and ceilings caved in. We invested our life savings in these homes, and now they're death traps, a Chengdu resident said, tears streaming down their face. Social media videos showed hallways buckling, tiles popping off, and staircases detaching from building frames. A leaked document from Guangxi's Housing Bureau warned that over 2,000 construction projects from 2011 to 2019 failed safety standards, a mere glimpse of a larger problem. The cause: corruption and cost-cutting. Under pressure to boost GDP, local governments approved projects without proper oversight. Contractors used low-quality concrete thin rebar and ignored waterproofing standards. Tofu buildings are not just a technical failure, but a symptom of a rotten system where bribes and speed trump safety. Economic and social crisis. The people bear the cost. The aftermath of floods and collapses extends beyond physical damage. Thousands of families lost homes, possessions, and livelihoods. In Jian Garden, Sichuan, a high-end furniture warehouse was swept away, incurring losses exceeding 10 million yuan. The warehouse owners, a migrant couple, watched 42 years of hard work vanish in hours. We have nothing left. No home, no money, no hope. The wife sobbed. Mrs. Niu, a retail chain owner in Lujiang, lost over 5 million yuan when 9 stores and a warehouse were flooded. The water reached 3 meters on the second floor, nearly 6 meters in some areas. We had no electricity, no water, no food. Debris floated at rooftop level, she recounted. Low-lying areas suffered the most, with many families losing their life savings. Worse still was the government's indifference. In many areas, residents helped each other while rescue teams arrived late or not at all. Local authorities censored information, deleted videos, and told us to stay quiet. A Maotai resident fumed. Makeshift shelters sprang up in outskirts, lacking food, clean water, and blankets. Homeless residents still faced mortgage payments, plunging them into debt. We're trapped. Can't live here, can't sell, can't leave a Jinhua resident. Lamented. Mental health and shattered trust. The floods and tofu buildings didn't just destroy homes, they devastated mental health. Psychologists report rising cases of anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Children fear the night, refusing to sleep alone. Parents feel helpless as dreams of stability crumble. We sleep with one eye open, listening for cracks in the walls, a Sichuan mother shared. Trust in the system has also collapsed. The social contract sacrificing personal freedoms for economic stability is unraveling. Online forums brim with anger. Even our homes are fake. What can we trust? The government's heavy-handed censorship, deleting videos, and silencing media fuels resentment. If the walls are cracking, is the government cracking too? A Weibo comment asked before being deleted. Politics and Beijing's silence. Amid the crisis, the absence of senior leaders is striking. No site visits, no public condolences, no concrete plans to address the disaster. At a July 4th press conference, Vice Minister of Water Resources Chen Min confirmed 329 rivers exceeded flood warning levels, but no higher-ranking officials appeared. Commentator Li Linyi noted, "The regime is too busy with internal power struggles to care about the people." Beijing's silence is not just negligence, but an attempt to conceal a broader crisis. Tofu buildings are not merely technical flaws, but symbols of a system prioritizing appearances over substance, speed over safety, and control over truth. As cracks appear in concrete, they expose fractures in the Chinese Communist Party's CCP political system. Looking ahead, is there a way out? China stands at a crossroads. Will it confront its tofu buildings and reform its construction system, or continue to cover up with censorship and propaganda? Experts call for better oversight, transparent projects, and harsh penalties for corruption. But such changes require top-level reform, unlikely in the current political climate. Meanwhile, the Chinese people pay the price for past mistakes. Millions have lost homes, wealth, and trust. Communities are fractured, with citizens doubting both the government and each other. "We can only save ourselves," a Manchu resident said. A portrait of a fractured China. Natural disasters are not new, but China's response to the 2025 floods and collapses reveals a comprehensive crisis. Tofu buildings, submerged towns, and governmental silence are not isolated tragedies, but symptoms of a fracturing system. The economy falters as livelihoods vanish, society splinters as trust erodes, and political stability wanes as the CCP hides the truth. The question remains, how many more buildings must fall? How many more families must suffer before the truth is faced? As the last raindrops fall, they wash away not just earth, but the secrets the CCP has tried to bury. China stands on unstable foundations, both physical and political. Can it rebuild, or will it sink deeper into its cracks? Share your thoughts. We urge you to follow and spread the truth for a future where safety is not a luxury, but a fundamental right for all.